Hello, it's Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior, and we're here at one of my favorite spots around the world. I've been around the world and back in 30 days, and I can't find my baby. But where I'm gonna find my baby is right here in La Tub. So they got the greatest hamburger in the world. I usually get the chicken sandwich, but today I'm gonna order the hamburger. So we're gonna do a little bit of FANGIN with Gangrel here today. It's one of the hidden treasures of spots to hang out in Florida. And speaking of hidden treasures, I'm gonna hang out with a hidden treasure of wrestling, Mr. Billy 5. So I'm gonna head on in, want some, get some, bad enough, take some. Follow me, hey, let's get the La Tub experience. Come on. All right, so speaking of hidden treasures, and I love this place, La Tub. I hope you got a good view and a good gist of it, but we're gonna have some food earlier. I think Billy's ordered the chili.
Chili, I'm down with the chili.
And I got the burger. And I don't usually get the burger, but I got the burger so you guys can see how amazing this burger is. But I get the chicken sandwich. Chicken's awesome here. We're gonna get a burger. But I'm here with my good friend Billy 5's, and speaking of hidden treasures, this man's been around the world and back. He's been all over. You wrestled who? Give me some AJ Styles.
Holy crap! Yeah, AJ Daniels. I don't even know the Hardys, Edge, Christian, all before they were in the Fed.
All before they were in the Fed.
Haku in the Fed.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to figure out who'd be relevant today because I don't watch wrestling. So AJ Daniels is there. I know. Oh crap!
Well, I'm gonna apologize right off.
No, not Chris Daniels. Chris Daniels, I worked a ton of times.
No?
Punk?
Yeah.
No, Punk and I. There's a story about that. I almost ended up beating his ass. But that's not an anomaly. I've almost beat everybody's ass. What's the other Daniels? Oh, Daniel Bryan.
Oh, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I came up with Daniel, man. What a great dude. Love that guy.
He's a tremendous worker.
Brian is one of the best people.
Vegan though, you know, vegan.
Yeah, I didn't hold that.
Rock deodorant.
I don't hold that against him. Although, literally, one of the first stories I ever had with Brian is we were in a diner in where the hell were we? We were in Delaware, the Super 8. And he was telling me and Scoot Andrews a story that he was dating his girl. And she loved bacon, so for their 1 month anniversary, he bought her a shirt that said "I love bacon," and he thought it was the greatest gift ever. And she shit on him, and he couldn't figure out why she shit on him. And me and Scoot kind of had to give him the Iggy.
This is Scoot Andrews we're talking about.
Scoot Andrews, yeah.
Another unsung hero of Florida and pro wrestling. Scoot Andrews, tremendous talent. And so why? Explain to me.
Well, we had to explain to him that, listen, man, as funny as that is to the boys. The divas don't get that shit. That's hysterical to us. Yeah. Now, if you give her that shirt, it has to be on top of something that she likes. Right. And she could take the picture with the shirt and whatever gimmick you gave her and show us the picture. We'll pop for the shirt, she pops for the gimmick.
All right, so I know there's no formula, there's no script here, there's no nothing. Actually, I don't usually... I'm going to apologize because I actually came here and pre-gamed a little bit before this interview. I've been drinking a little bit. So I'm overlooking some things. So let's rewind it back and go, let's explain that, the history of Billy 5's. The people that might not know Billy 5's. I know Billy 5's. I mean, you're a Florida guy, I'm a Florida guy. Born and raised here, we're in a Florida spot. I've been coming here since I was 13
305.
305. I was born in 305.
I know. It's changed since then, but
no, it's changed since then. But it was all the way up to Deerfield Beach was the 305.
Yeah, so, it was
So just give us a rundown of where you trained, how you got into wrestling. Norman Smiley or Sean?
It was Norman. Yeah. Norman. So grew up with Norman Smiley.
He's now Norman is the PC. He's
one of the head
PC.
trainer. Been there a long time, man. Yeah. Doing very well for himself. I love Norman. Norman and Sean, his brother, who's actually one of my best freaking friends in the world, they moved here when I was 12. And Sean and I became instant friends, man. And Sean tells a story, we're in a class together, and a teacher says something smart about me, and I fired back like I do. And Sean turned around and goes, who the hell just said that to a teacher? And there's this little white dude in the back that's all 4'8" and 80 pounds, and I'm like talking trash, and me and Sean became tight friends. Then in high school, I'm on the wrestling team with Norman, and Norman always knew me as Sean's little brother, like the little, whatever. Yeah. And then in high school wrestling team, we connected a bit. Norman graduates. He ends up. I think he went straight into wrestling, right?
It was Mr. Florida. He did some bodybuilding.
Yeah, he was. He was Mr. Florida. When he was a senior in high school, he was Mr. Florida. Yeah. And then shortly after, he went straight into wrestling.
I don't know the Big Wiggle, guys. If you don't know Norman Smiley, just check it out. Tremendous talent. Big Black Magic in Mexico. Norman
he was
Lord Norman in Pompano, Florida.
He was a superstar.
And the Wiggle, right?
And then he disappeared. And then I graduated high school and I disappeared. And I kind of got a history all over the world after that. And then I ended up back in South Florida, and I'm hanging with Sean, and we go visit. I think we were at Norman's house. We went to. Sean was picking something up. I forget what the story was, but Norman's there, and we started telling stories about when we were kids at the Miami Beach Convention Center. What's it called? Championship Wrestling from Florida.
Championship Wrestling from Florida.
And we were all broke-ass kids. We didn't have any money, so we snuck in. And we knew the back entrance, and we snuck in, and we were telling these stories.
Bruce Owens always says it's me, he snuck us in, but I think it was you he was sneaking in.
Maybe. It could have been me, Sean, and Norman.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Bruce Owens is another
remember.
Florida guy down here. 305 all day, man.
But Norman busted out and goes, hey, you remember Rusty Brooks? And I go, yeah, I know the name. And he says, well, he has a school, because me, Norman, we all live in the same area. And he goes, well, he's got a school right around the corner. And I go, oh, okay, great. And I blew it off. And I walk outside with Sean, and Sean's like, hey, you're going to do this? And I go, do what? And he said, the wrestling. And I'm like, that's just Norman being nice. And Sean laughs, and he goes, man, Norman's not nice to any of our friends. And Norman knows my background. I fought overseas, whatever. But I'm like, seriously? So I from the parking lot of his house, I call him, and I go, are you serious? And he goes, yeah. I go, all right, what's the payday? And at that point, he was in Mexico, and this is like 1997. And he's making like minimum $1,000, $1,500 a week, whatever.
Star in Mexico, Vampiro, all those guys.
Yeah, he was a monster.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, so I have the potential to make that. Yeah, okay. So within 1-2 days, it's me, him, and a Blackheart, Barry Houston, rolling into Rusty's school. And next thing I know, I'm in the ring and I'm doing my thing. And it pissing people off because I'm kind of good at what I do.
It's so funny, because I wonder, are we so much alike? Because you grew up in a much rougher neighborhood than I did. I grew up in Deerfield Beach, Florida, and it was rough, but you grew up where at? In my
Overtown, Liberty City, and Carroll City.
And you're a white boy, I'm saying.
I'm the only white boy.
The only white boy. At least I had a Spanish family in my neighborhood. I had a couple of Spanish families in my neighborhood. So I wonder. We both went to wrestling. We're like, when I went to wrestling, I was like, basically, I was there for like 3 weeks, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And Rusty came in, Rusty Brooks, he goes, it was Boris Malenko and Rusty training me. And Rusty goes, Dave, do you think this is, back then they protected things very much, they didn't want to say, that it was, not for say, it was a work or whatever, however you want to put it. I'm still a little bit protective of it too. And I go, and it all dawned on me, and I was just like, I quit, because he goes, why would you quit? I go, because I didn't get paid. I came here to make money. If you're telling me who wins and loses, I'm never going to make money. So I find it, the first thing you asked, I find it funny is, how much can you make,
That's it.
And they say, now I tell the kids, don't get into it unless you have passion or love for it. Don't get into it for the money or the women or to be a star. Get into it because you love it. I contradict myself all the time, but truth be known, I was the same as you. I need to make money. What am I going to make? But maybe it's because we come up struggling in those neighborhoods and stuff like that, and come from nothing. So you
not only struggling, but at this point, when I'm starting to train, my wife is pregnant with Kayla, my oldest daughter. And I'm running nightclubs, and I'm making money.
Who is now a medical student?
She's a third-year medical student, and she's my retirement plan.
That's your 401k.
That's my 401k, and her daughter and her sister Madison, same thing. I have two retirement plans. But
Madison's a pistol though.
oh, yeah, dog. Kayla's the silent assassin. Madison's the one like me. She walks up and goes, "I'm gonna cut you. See if you can stop me." That's Madison. But so I'm running nightclubs at this point. I'm making money hand over fist. So I'm like, yeah, I need to justify taking time away from that. Am I gonna make money doing this? And Norman was honest. He's like, listen, this is what I make. He goes, there's no promises. He literally told me,
That's
he goes,
Mexico.
He literally is like, you could end up being the best wrestler in the freaking world and never make a dime. He goes, or you could be mediocre and make millions. He's like, it's a stupid business, Billy. And I go, you know what? I'll jump in, whatever, I'll see, I don't care. And I jumped in, and thankfully I took off really quick because I wouldn't, and as much as I loved what I did in the ring, I hated the business. Like from the day I started, I hated the business side of it. It's, man, they're snakes, man. I mean, from the promoters to the other workers that are like, this dude's gonna come in and take my spot. And I never cared. I never walked in and go, I'm gonna take his spot. I go,
I know why. I just want you to explain.
Yeah, listen, I walk into a locker room and they're like, oh, this guy's here to take my spot. I'm not here to take your spot. If you're good enough to keep your spot, keep your spot. I'm not gonna politic.
Or you did have the long hair. You were the style they are today. You're doing the stuff that they're trying to do today, but they don't make sense of it. But you made sense of it.
Yes.
Would you not agree? Or?
I randomly watch stuff today, and I get annoyed as hell, simply because if I punch somebody in the face and they don't sell it, my background is I'm gonna shoot on you, and you're gonna sell whatever I do. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. There's no non-selling. And when I walked in, Rusty, you know Rusty, and you were there a month after. I literally got warned about you, just so you know. I think I told you this story, right? But I got warned, like, hey, the Vampire Warrior's coming. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Well, he's gonna lay stuff in. I go, okay, I'll lay it back. And they're like, yeah, but you know, and I'm like, listen, if he hits me hard, I hit him hard and we'll be good. And then literally, and Luna was there.
Yeah, Luna.
And I rolled in and I told you, I'm like, man, and I met you, I was only training like 3 or 4 weeks. And I said, hey man, not for nothing, but I've only been training 3 or 4 weeks, so, and you would hook me up and you'd be like, hey, I'm gonna do this. And then if I went, what is that? You'd go, okay, no, I'm doing this. And you would pick the most simple thing and we'd do it. But then you'd hit me hard and I'd get up and you'd say fire back and I hit you hard. And I rolled out of the ring and Angel's sitting right there. And I sat down and she's like, how long you been working? And I'm like, well, I actually haven't had a match yet. And she's like, what? I go, yeah, I've been training for like 3 or 4 weeks. And she's like, you gave as good as you got. You're gonna be good in this business. And I said, thank you.
She had a good eye for me. I was talking to Kevin 2 days ago, and we were talking about, Kevin Sullivan said, like, people don't give Luna enough credit. He said Luna made him and Marky Lewin look better than they were. You know, he gives her so much credit. He goes, Dave, you were spoiled because you were married to her and you had a manager. Yeah. And I go, yeah, I know. But what she did for me is take the gray area away. It was black or white. Like, I didn't see wrestling any other way. So kind of took the fun out of it for me. But at the same time, it's probably how I survived all these years, because I just see it for black and white.
It's a shitty business.
What it is.
It's awful.
But I love it. I love it, though. Do you
love the business side of it, or what you do in the ring with the people watching?
I just love wrestling, yeah.
You love to be in the ring.
But I don't get caught up in the business. I just love being in the ring.
And that's what I mean. When I was in the ring, I had a great time. And, well, most of the time. There's the exception to the rule. You roll into some territory, the guy that owns the company's the champ, and he wants to work you. And I've knocked out a bunch of people like that. But for the most part, you get in the ring and you just, it's a beautiful dance, man. You have a great time. And in the locker room with the boys, for the most part, but, man, you deal with the business side of it. Thankfully, Rusty, Flex Magnum, Soulman Alex G, you.
Flex just stopped by the school yesterday.
Did he?
Yes, he stopped by. That guy has more drama and tragedy in his life.
Oh no, I see it on social media. But they kind of give me and Norman, thankfully, the first day I showed up, Norman gave them the Iggy on me that, listen, you know, I came from fighting overseas, and so I started training in 97, so I'd say late 93, early 94, I stopped fighting overseas. And when I saw Norman again, I was running nightclubs, so I was fighting in nightclubs. I mean, growing up, all I did was fight. So Norman gave the Iggy to them, and they gave me the insight in Barry Houston. you know, the third black art.
I'll see him in Nashville this weekend. I'm going to see him Sunday in Nashville.
Slap the shit out of him, tell him he's from Billy Fives. I love him. He's a good dude. He literally took care of me at the beginning of my career.
Stuck in Africa for 3 weeks, so that's a whole other story.
Yeah, listen, the two of them took such good care of me, but...
Is this your playlist?
Of course.
It's your playlist. There you go.
But they gave me the Iggy on the business, and I don't know if it was to protect me, protect everybody else, or a combination, but it was like, if they hadn't told me the business, Rusty was easy. That was easy. Show up to the show, do my thing, everybody there's, whatever. But then all of a sudden, within weeks, I'm booked so many other places, and I'm rolling in the locker rooms where I don't know people, and they had drilled me so hard. Forget the ring shit, because in the ring, even if I forget how to wrestle, I can always shoot. But the etiquette, the professionalism, how people act, how the business runs.
Yeah, you're a bit abrupt for
yeah, I'm broken glass. That's
but
what
anybody that knows you loves you. You know what I mean? They totally love you. But you are like broken glass. You're like a Taipei deaf glass.
Yeah, listen, you know what? I did it. I forget in the Indies. I did it in the Fed. I was literally in the locker room with the Fed, tying my laces, and they're screaming down the aisle, "Where's Billy Fives?" Like, I'm tying my fucking shoes. And they're like, at this point, Trips is right there, Taker's right there, and they look up like, who the hell is this guy? I'm the guy that does not care at all. I never care. I'm always gonna make money somewhere, so I'm gonna be the same guy anywhere I go. Foregone.
Speaking of not care, I was gonna say, you've wiped out. I had like platinum status here. I used to come to this place, everything's good. Now nobody listens to me. He's tagged in, Billy Fives. They listen to him. They don't listen to me. I know we had to order some food and.
Here we go. Thank you. Chili. Tthank you.
Oh, and surprise! Look at that burger there. All right. Oh, thank you.
Could you, if you could, remind Troy that there's shots coming. Thank you.
See that burger there? That's what this place is known for. Oprah almost ruined this place. I'm not gonna say nothing about Oprah. But
I couldn't get in for 2 years.
It was like America's best burger. I was so busy here.
Thank you.
But it is a great burger. And I don't usually order the burger. I just ordered the burger to show everybody the burger. I'm gonna eat half of this burger. Raymond, you're gonna have to take.
Yeah, I got you,
don't get hot. Don't get hot.
I got you.
Raymond, you're gonna have to take this other half.
You want condiments?
No, I don't need anything on this. This is a great burger.
You want to fry or something? All right.
Yeah, you want to feed you like a bird over there, throw you some shit off to the side.
I'm going chili fries now.
So, like I said, there's no structure to this. We came here, wanted to try something different, do a different interview in a different place, maybe go over some food. I thought you would order the ribs or something, but you ate already. I know it was last minute.
It's 15:46 in the afternoon.
Which I don't even know what that means. That means it's like 3:46 or something.
See, you do know what it means. I've trained you well, sir.
Look at that. So look how big that burger is. Raymond, your mom want a burger? Have this other half. All right, we're gonna send home your mom there, Raymond. Oh, you're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat that burger. So
there's a TikTok douchebag named AJ Genazzo that actually has a TikTok about this burger. I helped train that moron.
Look at that. So forgive me, I gotta take a bite because
his review of the burger is spot on, but he's a. Well, I'm gonna PG this. He's not a good guy.
Oh, so good. Oh man, you got a napkin there?
There you go, brother.
I was preparing the important stuff.
There we go. You did. You went.
Ride the horse, save the cowboy.
So Troy in the house, guys. Troy in the house.
Cheers, y'all.
All right, Troy.
Thanks for
Salute, my brother.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Go Browns.
Thank you. Who?
What?
They're still in the NFL? I thought we traded them to Canada.
Oh my god.
That
was really good.
Didn't we trade the Browns for the Rough Riders?
We're still here. We're tough to miss. Come on.
All right, so, that's really good. I usually get the chicken sandwich, which is really good, but I forget how good the burger is. The reason I don't eat the burger a lot is I'm getting older and I get the gout. So if I
Older. Vampires don't age.
Yeah, you're older than me, aren't you?
No, sir. Wait, what month?
What, I don't know. February.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You're the same as Susan. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
May
exactly. 9th. Yeah, you're older. It's only months.
Like 3 months.
Yeah, it's months. But listen, you threw the stone. I threw the boulder back.
Well, that's really good.
We were both What are we? We're both 39
Yeah.
with a lot of years of experience, but we're both
Raymond,
39.
You want one of these fries? Look at that fry.
They're gonna be cold, brother.
Wow. So, the tub's been here, what, since 1975?
Something like that. Yeah. Early mid 70s. Yeah.
As old as us.
Now that's the story I'm gonna tell. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd keep us younger then. So yeah, Russ, so he came in, so Norman hooked Norman.
Yeah, so I started training. Now, you'll love this. I don't know if I ever told you this. So the first day I trained, I come in and, Rusty's like rolls. Now, I started martial arts when I was 6.
Were they rolling in? See, we didn't do the rolls. Now, everything's rolls, but
Yeah.
when we first started, it was...
No, Rusty's like, oh, you know how to do a shoulder roll. I go, okay, what shoulder? I started judo when I was 6, so, rolls, okay. And
I have 2 full beers here, really.
No, mine's done.
Raymond, you want
That's because you're not...
I don't drink that much anymore. I'm trying to be a positive role model in life, not a demon vibes, Billy Five.
I have no idea, because you and
you're gonna get me in trouble with Susan.
I don't want to tell stories, but you and I have spent many a closing night here. They shut the shutters. They shut at 2 a.m. and we walk out of here at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
And again, we're in one of my favorite places in the whole world. We're in La Tub Saloon in Hollywood, Florida, right on the Intercoastal. I'm sure Raymond got some B-roll. You're gonna see the footage of the places. This is where I had my wedding reception.
That's it, yeah.
My wedding reception. And I think Brian, who's not here today because he's somewhere in the Carolinas, is still mad about that. He goes,
he told me you had like 30 people or something.
Well, I did. Well, no, I said 100. Maybe. No, I don't know what I said. I said 40.
You gave like some number, like 40, and like 150 people showed up.
But he's more like, I think 300 people.
Yeah, the place was packed.
In my mind, that's all I wanted to be. It was 40 people because I had to pay the tab.
That's why I sat at the bar and drank the whole time. Me, Meadow, or Miro.
Miro.
I'm like, yeah, we'll sit here.
First time I seen Miro cut loose like that and have a good time.
Well, that's because I was buying him shots.
I get a good time. I came down after that, and I knew we were flying to California next day, but apparently I was just drinking pictures of kamikazes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the AJ, the stem cell dudes, AJ, and Dr. C, you didn't meet the dad. He wasn't here, but he just got in a car accident. He got T-bone, flipped 3 times, broke his neck. He's like he's in the 70s, but they're like, the stem cells. He'll be fine. He'll be back in 3 weeks. But I hear he's doing great.
Actually, the table that you're sitting at right now is where I sat with them.
Yeah. The dudes, man, up in Jersey.
Good guys. The Jersey crew.
Yeah, Jersey crew. AJ.
Yep. Good guys, man. I literally sat at this table with them.
Yeah. All right, so your story, because I keep interrupting.
Oh, so the first day I roll in, and Rusty's like, hey, do the rolls. I got a background, whatever. So I go, I do the roll, and I look up, and I go, is that what you're talking about? And Rusty's like, yeah. I go, okay.
Well,
what next?
The rolls are similar, right?
Just roll.
Quarter
and then he goes, well, can you do the other shoulder? I go, okay. Do the roll. How about back rolls? Again, it wasn't showing off. It was my background in judo. From the time I was 6, I never stopped training. So I did more rolls. And then I'd get up and Flex and Pat McGuire and Bruno Sassy and Dan.
Danny, Dapper Dan of CCW.
Dapper Dan, all these guys are there.
He's my boss now? Dapper Dan.
And let's rephrase. Come on, he's not your boss. We allow him to say it. Dapper Dan.
Dapper Dan's a great
guy. Honestly, I like Dan more than Bruno. I tolerate Bruno now. Before a few months ago, I would have killed Bruno. Well,
you get along with Tilly though, right?
Oh, Tilly's the best. I love Tilly.
Awesome. He's awesome.
I was at his restaurant.
Where'd you go to his restaurant?
6 months ago. I was there. I was there. It's like 6 months ago. It's great.
Was it good?
Oh, phenomenal. Great food, great service.
He's a big man, so his food must be good.
The setup is phenomenal.
What's the name? You remember the name of it?
I was at Tilly's, right? I think it was called Tilly's.
Tilly's?
So he has the main one, but then I forget the name of the town, man. I think it's Eustis, right?
Eustis. Oh, the chickens in Eustis.
But he owns like 5 restaurants in this one downtown area. Oh. But we were at the main one. I forget what the name was.
Oh, man,
it's the most like sports bar one.
Right.
Everything. And then he has a steakhouse. He has a seafood place. He has bunch of specialized stuff, but the main
Still comes to the shows and supports and
good
gives
dude.
his
Like,
critiques.
till he was, and now at this
Stop on
point,
his fries is like crack.
like now, whatever. Me and Bruno are okay. We made amends at Rusty's memorial.
Okay.
But for years, yeah, I would have killed that motherfucker if I saw him.
Oh, easy. That wasn't an actual threat. I was just barely venting.
I just said we're cool now.
Are you kids at home?
But prior to, yeah, I would have fucked him up. There's no doubt. And he knew it. He hid from me.
All right, so back to the rolls.
And if he's got a question about it, just call me.
Well, we'll get
I'll do what I do. But so the first day I'm there training, I do the rolls. And Rusty's like, oh, this is good. And Norman and Barry Houston, Todd, Norman had told Barry what my background was, so he knew I could do it. But like Pat McGuire, Flex, Soul Man, they're looking at me like, this dude's just, I came off as cocky as hell. There's no doubt, because they asked me to do something, and I said, oh, okay. And I did it, and I stood up and go, is that what you're talking about? And I probably was cocky as hell. Whatever.
I'm gonna have to get a spoon and get in your chili. That chili looks good.
Oh.
And,
You want? Here, take a cracker.
No,
Cracker, dip in, yeah.
No. I'm gonna go fry into your chili.
That's the way.
That's the way, right there, fry.
So,
because I know you got a proper, you got another meal knowing you got a healthy protein meal. So,
I'll
make it for me.
I will.
Here we go.
You want? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It is the middle of July or the end of July, but that chili, I'll eat it. Oh, that's
Good shit.
That's good.
So the next day they were doing the the Gator Belong. So what I do here, it's called the Billy Burger.
Billy Burger.
No
You're
bun.
a burger now?
Well, listen.
So I've been pushed out.
Yeah,
you got your own burger now.
you're barely bronze. You barely make the pedestal at this point.
I was elite. Elite status.
You're like, they got shit named after me now, pal.
How quick you fall. Heavy's the crown, though.
Heavy's the crown. Listen, I can fall as quick as you did, obviously. So, the next day they were doing, you remember Gator Belong?
Yes,
the fair.
It broke my jaw. You see the smile? See how it's crooked?
That was Gator?
That's Gator. A working punch. Not a legitimate punch. It's supposed to be the art of wrestling punch. It broke my jaw.
So the next day, they were going out to somewhere in Naples, whatever, to do a show for Gator.
Silver Dollar Saloon, probably, yeah.
So Norman and Barry are like, hey, come out, we'll train at Rusty's ring. I go, okay. So day one, I'm doing like rolls. Okay, I'm good at rolls. They teach me bumps. And in judo, you learn that shit too. So I'm that's fine.
Yeah.
That's all I did the first day. Rolls, bump. And then sit on the outside and watch and learn. Okay. Second day, I'm there with Barry and Norman. Rusty's gone. Everybody's gone. Second day, you know what I learned? The moonsault.
Ian Rotten, IWA. Me and Luna, we were out there. We did a show. We flew. Like, I've been on the road with IWA, Ian Rotten for like 3 days. Granted, this is back when I partied a lot, did a lot of illegal substances and stuff like that. So, granted, I'm not even gonna say what it was, but I hadn't slept for 3 days. Roll in, fly into Miami, and then we go to drive down to Key Largo, Isla Mirada. And we're gonna wrestle on Isla Mirada the next day. And Hack is there, so Hack is there. Wow, life for the party, blah blah blah.
Hack, yeah.
So Hack breaks out a gallon of this drug called GHB. And I'm not promoting this in any kind of way to do this at home or anybody, So no, easy. So Hack, they're getting ready to close the bar, so I run up the street to the bridge, across the bridge, and buy a bottle of 151. So I come back with the 151, and nobody's done the GHB yet. So we're drinking, I start pounding shots of 151, and Hack's like, oh, you're the P word, whatever, we'll see with a P, right? I'm just trying to be like politically correct, but he's calling me out.
You don't want to get canceled.
He's questioning my machismo, and I'm an idiot because I bought into it. So rest in peace. I'm not talking ill of Hack. I love Hack Myers.
We love him.
Yeah. So we're drinking. He goes, so he breaks out. He goes, he does some caps of GHB. He goes, he does 2 caps. And I'm like, that's it? And now, granted, I had been up for 3 days or whatever. I pull out a Dixie cup and I fill a Dixie cup.
Oh,
and
you were asleep for 2 days.
I go, boom. You. What's up? Sorry, I edited that F you, Raymond. Put beep, beep, beep in there, right? Like, all right, so, yeah, so he's like, oh, boom. So I double down. I do another one. Oh, and he's like, oh. And, you know, Hack, he has another cap. He wouldn't do the cup, right? So he goes, Hack says, I gotta go to the bathroom. Now we're on Isla Mirada, right? So he walks over to go pee, like on the beach. He just puts his back to everybody. What it looked like, remember the old rainbow sprinklers? So he goes to pee, and it looked like a rainbow sprinkler. his pee's coming up over his head, and back down, up over his head, and he takes the perfect face bump. He takes a perfect face bump right into the sand, right?
Well, Mom and Dad are here, so just beers.
Oh, and there we go. So, I got 2 beers here still.
Oh, you got to finish that shit because I'm already done with this one. I'm like,
all right, so
he used to be a heavyweight. Man, just saying.
So Hack goes to the restroom, and his pee looks like a sprinkler going up and down, right? A rainbow sprinkler. And he takes a face bump. And I was with Luna, and I go, I can't move him. You know, he was a bigger guy than like 240,
at that point, yeah, he was a big dude,
70, 80, maybe 90, maybe.
But he lost all. That's what back when the Shaw days, right?
Yeah, he still had that big beard. And everything.
So yeah, he was like 260, 270.
Yeah, he was a big dude. So I couldn't move him, and I was worried about him puking or whatever. So I took like 5 minutes to dig a ditch under like a trench from his throat downhill because we're on a beach. So I dig it down towards the ocean, right? And then all of a sudden I go, uh-oh. Because now I've been drinking Dixie cups.
It hit you, yeah.
They're not caps, but Dixie cups. And I'm like, Luna, you gotta take my wallet.
Dig another ditch.
Take this here. And no, I saw a lawn chair, so I went to a lawn chair. So I go to a lawn chair, and Hack is already out going, and you know, I dug the ditch, I couldn't move him. So I lay down in this lawn chair, like I lay down, and I'm ready, cross my arms like a vampire, a good vampire, I lay down. Next thing I know, I wake up in the ocean. In the ocean. And I'm not talking like 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 foot. I'm talking like 6 foot of water. No, I'm talking like 6 foot of water. So and it was Hack. It was Hack. Still had puke in his beard. Patting around. He goes, I got you, buddy. I got your hash for me. And I'm like, what is going on here? What is going on? He drags me in. So apparently I laid down on the bench. And then I just got up and did a weekend at Bernie's. I just kicked out and like blah blah blah, and walked off the seawall, right off the seawall, right into the deep end. But Hack had just kicked out and woke up.
Yeah.
And you know, because that stuff doesn't stay in your system too long. And he came in the ocean and saved me. And so we both get on there, and then Hack's like, "Why'd you draw on me?" I'm like, "I didn't draw on you, Hack." So he pulled his pants down and showed me some college girls that came by and wrote like "Wow" on his ass. And put this sorority. They like wrote all over him with Sharpies up and down his back. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was on the bench, man. I dug a trench. It hit me. I laid down, and then we go, and we both at the same time go, "Where's Luna?"
Oh shit! Yeah, she's not.
I go, well,
that could be bad.
We go, where's the room? So we run up to our room, and I look in the room, and the room is destroyed. There's
thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Again,
TVs all over.
We don't care what Troy says about you. I mean, well, I'm sorry, what Brian says about you. You're the best bartender here.
Yes, sir.
So there's Luna, and the bed was wet. I don't know why. I'm assuming she peed it. It was a train wreck in that room. So we're like, both are scared to wake her up. But like, you do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
But the sun's coming up, and we got like an 11 o'clock show.
I'm not lying. I'm a tough SOB. If I'm in that room, I'm like, you guys are up. I'm not doing it. It's not me. Me and Hack,
so
we did South America together, and Coke was $10 a gram.
Oh my God. And again, we're not promoting cocaine.
Oh, no, not at all. I've never even smoked weed in my life. Yeah. This is my vice right here. And literally, so this tour, this is the one Alex Lovett passed away.
Oh, Peru.
Sorry,
Peru.
yeah.
Peru.
This is Peru.
Yeah. This is your phone. This is my phone. This is a napkin.
So this is the one that,
Susan's
that
gonna blame me and smell like a brewer.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, it's Susan. She knows you're with me.
She does. She's a little concerned, actually. She is concerned.
This is the tour that Alex passed away. But that was the tour. There were 2 tours. One that was in Lima, and there's an arena in Lima that is phenomenal. Like, it packs. And we were on the tour traveling the country. And me and Hack was my travel partner from the first tour I did with him ever. We became best friends.
He's such an amazing actor.
And I'm not the drug guy. I'm not the. I'm the.
I've only seen you drink.
I'll drink like a fish all day, every day. But for some reason, me and Hack were like this.
You're my brother's keeper kind of guy.
You know, so we're sitting and Hack's doing, and you know, you've done these tours. The guys are on the tours.
You need there.
That wine,
like,
whatever.
Like a massive.
There's grooves, man. There's grooves. Like, so you have the guys on the tour. You always know you have the guy that gets you whatever the hell you want. You know.
Yeah.
So the guy that gets you whatever the hell you want was Hack's guy. I didn't need anything on the tour. Hack, give me. So we called him.
And then some.
Again, I don't remember what his name was, but we called him Pedro. Because we're in South America. If we were in Asia, we'd call him Bruce or whatever the fuck we call him. I don't care. But I go, hey, Pedro, come here. And we're on our second or third city. I forget what, we were in, our third city. And I pulled Pedro aside and I said, and luckily I was known as much as you had guys that were like fighters and they do drugs and they do this and they do that, I'm the guy that will fucking kill you. In the wrestling business from the day I broke in, I'm the guy that's gonna walk into your house and beat your mama up. Jesus. Like, I don't care.
Hey, not your mom, Raymond.
No, I hear she's a sweetheart.
She
but
is.
You know.
You're not talking about your mom, Raymond.
So I literally pull Pedro aside and I go, if you buy Hack one more flake of coke, I'm gonna kill you after you watch me kill your family.
Oh, easy. He didn't kill anything.
No, I didn't. But the deal was, if he kept buying Hack this stuff, Hack was gonna die.
Yeah.
At $10 a gram, you know Hack.
No, I've been to Ecuador. I've been to Peru.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna watch my friend die. I'd rather kill the guy I don't know. You know. And I love Hack. And I told Hack. I walked up to him afterwards. I go, hey man, Pedro's not getting you anything anymore. And thank God, Hack got his life together. And unfortunately, you know, shit happened. Whatever. I love Hack, but but Hack was a lunatic, dude. He was a nut. So I was like, Hack, he's not buying you anything anymore. And he goes, bullshit. So Hack literally went out to the other wrestlers and go, hey, tell Pedro to get me. And Pedro go, who's it for? And none of the other wrestlers would lie because they knew I'm protecting Hack. Because the other wrestlers would do like, yeah, a little. Hack was a nut, dude. He was crazy as fuck.
Is full speed or no speed?
Oh, that's it, man. He was fifth gear or in neutral. That's it. But the biggest heart in all God's green earth, man. There's been a few deaths that have affected me, and we've dealt with a ton.
Last time, like Jackie, we were in here.
Jackie killed me. I actually have pictures of me and Madison, my daughter, down at the memorial down in Coral Spring. Coral Gables.
Oh yeah, Coral Gables.
With Soul was there, Prime was there, my daughter was there. You know, Ben, everybody was there. Hack hurt me, 100%. Rusty, there's no doubt. Whatever. Trying to think, those may be the big 3 that ever hit me hard. Those were bad, man. I actually remember. So I was actually in the port. And it was like 5:30 in the morning, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting in my office. I just left a cruise terminal. I'm sitting in my office, and Anthony Giannetti calls me. What's his? AJ Genazzo, the TikTok idiot.
Booger.
Huh?
No, that's not Booger. Was he Booger?
No, AJ Genazzo.
AJ.
No, not the Dudley guy. The Genazzos
He
from
did the show. You had him on the show. Yeah.
AJ. So he was Tommy Vandal.
I mix all these Vandal guys up and everything.
So Tommy Vandal was him, and then he became with Ring Warriors. He became AJ Genazzo, and that's his TikTok and all whatever. And I'm sitting in my office at like 5:36 in the morning, and he's calling me. I remember this clear as day. And I pick up and I go, this cannot be good, bro. And he's like, yeah, no, it's not. Jackie's dead. And for Rusty, I remember where I was because I was on the road with MILF Hunter.
Yeah, Sean.
Going to Tampa to see a Buck Cherry show with J.R. Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
And you called me and you told me on the way, and I was like, and you're like, it's not out yet. So the only ones I told was my daughters because they love Rusty. And I said, guys, you're going to hear this on, social media.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rusty passed. And my daughters were like, they were crushed, man. They love Rusty. They adored Rusty.
It was a sad situation. He'd been gone for a week before anybody knew because he was in the hospital, so they didn't contact him.
COVID and all that shit,
Yeah. But I'm sure we're getting, there's so much we could talk about. We could go on all day long. We haven't even touched on your wrestling career or anything else. But
my wrestling career, whatever.
But we're like,
I traveled the world. I made a lot of money. I had a lot of offers that I wouldn't take because I had daughters, and I was like, fuck you, I won't be on the road that much, and that was my wrestling career.
Family, I learned later in life is more important than the path I've taken, broken bones and busted homes.
My daughters were born, and it was literally in the Fed. My first tryout, so Bruno Sassi was my first match ever in WWE. Kevin Kelly got me in.
Kevin Kelly. He moves to New Japan now, right?
It was I don't even know what it's called now, and where the Panthers play.
Yeah,
it's something
F Live
FL,
Arena.
whatever.
Arena.
It was there.
So I got stretched this grizzled knee here and shift here. Oh.
But I did it, and then 2 days later, Kevin Kelly calls me. He goes, "Hey, you're going to be in." I forget where I was going. I was going to be in North Carolina. I was going to be somewhere. And he goes, "You're going to be there on Saturday and Sunday." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, we're there on Monday. I'll pay to change your ticket. Stay." And I went, "Okay." And I did it. And Jamie Noble was there. And I broke in with Jamie, and I love Jamie. Jamie's such a good dude, man. I love Jamie. But I sat in the back with Jamie, and we talked. Hey. And we talked. And he literally told me, I'm on the road 300 days out of the year. And I went, "Really?"
Yeah.
I go, "I don't want this job." And from that point forward, I told Kevin Kelly and I told everyone, but they kept booking me all over the damn country. I didn't want the job. I was done. And when Norman brought me to WCW, because Terry Taylor was in WWE, and then he went to WCW, and Norman brought me in, and I told Terry, I go, "Listen," I'm like, "I know you guys are on the road a lot." I go, "Don't waste your money. I'm not doing 300 days out of the year. It's not me. I'll never be the dad that's not there." Because I grew up with that shit. You did the same shit.
Yeah, no, I chose the other path, which I regret later, because every action has a reaction, and it is what it is. It's the course I took, the path I took, and I got to live with it, and I got to deal with it.
Well, you broke in, you were what, 16, 17?
17, yeah. 17.
I
already had a kid.
I was 27.
Yeah, I already had a son, but I knew values, but I just got caught up in the game, and I pursued the game full on, and it's what I do, it's what I still do, and it's what I'm probably going to continue to do. But Brandon, where we at a time?
First of all, you're the man. I'm not lying.
Over an hour, so we're going to wrap it up here. So.
He says, he talks shit, but Gangrel's the man.
No.
That motherfucker made a career. He made a name. He made a... It is what it is, dude.
I'm very blessed, right places, right times.
That's it.
And good people around. Billy, I want to thank you because we're pushing that time. We're going to thank you for having you on. This is LaTub, our local spot, Florida guys. And
thank you.
305, and well, it's not 305 here anymore, but thank you, Billy, for having you on, man. This is Bangin' and Bangin' with Gangrel and Billy Fives, and we're here at LaTub. And thank you. And yeah.
Saloon.
Want some? Get some? Bad enough? Take some.
Take some.
There you go. All right, peace.